that's critical to think about. And hopefully folks can learn more about that. As you said, it's just as easy as picking up the phone and dialing 488-3463, or as you also highlighted, marchforbabies.org is one site, but marchofdimes.com has got a tremendous website, a lot of great information.
Endless amounts of information.
Right.
A lot of good information. And anyone watching, I would highly recommend going on the website and just learning a little bit more about what we do. I think a lot of people would be amazed at how much we do, and that they probably have been touched in some way by the March of Dimes and do not even realize it.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that it highlighted, the March of Dimes has touched your life if there were a couple of bullet points here. Your baby received a vaccine to prevent polio.
Yes.
How many babies come out and don't receive that vaccine? If it happens at all, I'm not aware of it. Your baby received critical newborn screening to check for potentially dangerous but vulnerable conditions. And it's critical to think about that. How many babies didn't get that? Clearly they did. That's where things are going, and the March of Dimes had some impact in that.
Yes, they did.
Very critical impact.
Also surfactant therapy. Lots of babies that are born not necessarily very premature, which, you know, a baby could be born just a couple weeks premature and their lungs are not fully developed, and most of them receive that surfactant therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Also, just babies that are born healthy in general. The March of Dimes has done so much toward medicine, and it does allow so many more babies to be born healthy, but we still have a long ways to go. Absolutely.
Speaking of babies and births, of course you highlighted that Coach David Bennett will be with us on Friday, but Matt Hogue, who is one of the two parents there in the Ambassador family, he and his wife and two daughters. Obviously the real focus on one of their daughters, Caroline, and Rachel has been along to help her little sister out. But share with us the significance, and of course the Chisholms there, the significance of the two Ambassador families and what they do. How are they involved in the walk? Do they help kick off the walk, or what is their role?
We have several events.
The march, excuse me, the march, yes.
We have several events leading up to the March for Babies event. We have a kickoff, a team captain's appreciation luncheon, a rally, and we ask that our ambassador families are there to tell their story. It gets our team captains motivated, and we just ask them to be the face of the March of Dimes. Not, you know, now that they're serving as the ambassador families for this event, they will always be a part of the March of Dimes family. And, you know, will probably do things for us in the future, but for this event, they serve as the March for Babies face.
The face of the March for Babies,
and they get their story out and help people understand what they've been through and how the March of Dimes has helped them.
Each of those families, of course, Caroline having serious issues as related to surgeries, not as much on the premature side, but as related to surgery and complications there at birth. And then, of course, the young man who was born, I think, 1 pound, was it 14 ounces?
Jabril Chisholm,
Jabril Chisholm, that is incredible.
It is, and he's a active, healthy little boy.
Yes, we saw him at Easter Chicago Pizza. He was going strong, moving around on his own. Just about a year and a half old, I believe.
That's correct.
Born in late 06. So tremendous to see that momentum and the impact the March of Dimes has had on all these families. You know, we think about, for folks who aren't even aware or hadn't been aware of this Saturday's march until right now, if they're coming out, what are some of the activities if they want to get out there and learn more about the event? I assume you want to get folks out no matter what.
Absolutely. The event itself is a celebration, and it's a day to celebrate all babies. We will have a 3-mile walk through the beautiful Coastal Carolina campus. There's a kiddie corner, or a children's corner, and there will be blow-ups and slides for the kids, activities, an obstacle course.
Great.
I think we're going to have face painting. Coach Bennett is going to host the punt, pass, and kick contest again this year, and
The-
from what I understand, that was
Yeah,
very
the
popular.
punt, pass, and kick
Yes.
was hugely popular.
Yes.
Yes, Coach Bennett, very popular in and of himself. Yeah.
And lots of food.
Right.
So we all of our food is donated by a lot of
Is that
wonderful
right?
organizations.
Again, another great reason
Yes.
why so much money goes back
Absolutely.
to research and education.
We have a lot of wonderful people in this community that does donate food and everything. All of the children's activities are donated.
Oh, yeah.
We have so many people that volunteer their time to make this event a success.
Right.
And it is, like I said, because of volunteers and people who are willing to give.
Yes, Crystal, you also have some great sponsors this year.
Yes,
Share with
we
viewers a
do.
little about some of your sponsors who really go above and beyond. Obviously, they not only oftentimes sponsor, but also put together teams, whether large companies or very small ones. I think I saw some relatively small companies that are big sponsors this year. Share with viewers a little bit about your local sponsors.
Wachovia is one of our sponsors.
Great.
They're a statewide sponsor
Good.
as well.
Absolutely.
Carolina First is also a statewide sponsor.
Great.
We have Grand Strand Golf Tour, who's a first-time sponsor.
I saw that. Yeah, that's tremendous.
And we have two businesses in Loris that are sponsors, Carolina Dental Care and Loris Health Care. And we're very
Great.
proud that with the two walks combining, that they have continued to serve as a sponsor for Horry County.
That
We're
is
very
wonderful.
excited about that.
Yeah.
And most of those sponsors have teams as well.
Yes,
So,
yes. Even big and small, folks can have sizes. It's kind of like when you hear the phrase about a church is where a couple of folks are getting together and just lifting up the Lord. In the same way, a team can be as small as a couple or one person there, and as large as the Myrtle Beach Herald obviously has a very small team, but we'll have a good showing on Saturday. I think we'll see some Herald logos out there we're particularly excited about on Saturday. But to see the momentum there leading up, you can have very large teams that really get out. And also the schools, Crystal.
The schools are
excitement there to
amazing.
see. I
Yes.
think the Horry County Walk has produced the top, surely the top in the state, but even some leaders in schools nationwide.
yes, last year we had the #1 school in the state as well as the #5 school in the state.
Wow.
And the #1 school in the state was also #5 in the country.
Is that right?
Yes.
The #1 school in the state of South Carolina was #5 in the country. Do you mind sharing with viewers what school we're talking about?
Forest Brook Elementary is #1.
Brook Elementary.
And PD Elementary is #5.
#5 in the state.
And that was
yeah.
last year, so
Wow.
we'll see what happens this year.
That's
I know
right.
they've both been working very, very hard.
And Wendy will be with us tomorrow. Of course,
Yes,
Linda
she
Puckett
will.
was with us last year
Yes.
when we were at we did a week leading up to, at that time, Walk America, but a week there at Ripley's Aquarium, which was a tremendous week, and learned a lot about the walk. And of course, at this time, this great opportunity here, but Wendy McGurk will be with us on tomorrow.
Yes.
From PD Elementary as well as Lakewood and Karen's representation there. But there's so many tremendous teachers and administrators who really interface well with parents and make
They
sure
do.
that the parents recognize that a lot of walks or marches, for instance, don't have school participation. But the March for Babies sure is a great opportunity to get schools involved.
It is, and I will have to say that the teachers and the faculty, they do an amazing job of educating the children, even elementary children. They may not understand a lot of the big technical terms, but they understand that what they're doing is raising money to help babies, and they definitely understand that.
Yes, yes.
And I think that's very important, that they do understand why they're raising money. It's not that they're just going out and asking, can you give me some money? They can go out and say, can you give me money to help save babies?
That's powerful.
It
Crystal,
is.
we just got a couple of minutes right now for viewers who may be hearing about the walk and the march for the first time. What are some things they can do? Of course, they can pick up the phone and call 488-3463 to get any more information. You may not be able to give them right now, but what are some things they can do in this last 75 hours, 74 hours before registration to try to drive up some dollars?
They can go out and ask their family and friends to please support them. Just let them know that they're going to walk. With that being said, folks do not have to attend the event to fundraise. So if someone just wants to help the organization and help babies, they can raise money without attending the walk.
Right.
But just go out and ask family and friends to please support them.
Okay.
Go online, send out emails to your family and friends asking for support.
Right.
If you don't ask, people won't give. But I think most of the time you'll be quite surprised at how many people are willing to give if you just get the courage up to ask.
Now, do folks have to have an online team at marchforbabies.org, their own team, to be able to send out emails, or can they just go ahead and send out emails?
They can send out emails, absolutely. Right. They can go either on the website, or if someone's just is not interested, they can just email their family and friends and let them know what they're doing, and to please send them a check.
Yes.
To support babies.
I saw a lot of the nudges provided by the March at Dimes highlighted. Give me a call, just call me, sending out emails, or even making calls to folks, leaving messages for them, and really driving home some of the simple messages there about a baby's cry. Coming out of the womb, and that first cry you hear from a healthy baby. So oftentimes, as you know, and your mission there in working on fighting for babies, the parent doesn't hear that healthy cry.
That's right.
They hear a very stinted or no cry at all at 28 weeks, or as we talked about Jamal there at 1 pound 14 ounces. Jabril, excuse me. I mean, that's a real issue there.
Yes, it is. It's a very big issue, but people can help.
Right. Any other things that folks could do, since you've highlighted they could go beyond the walk? Could they still do bake sales or blue jean days or otherwise?
Absolutely. We do have some teams that fundraise all year round.
Right.
And then they
I love it.
apply their money. They bring their money to bank day, but they've been raising money all year. So we just encourage people, if you're interested, please, we need your support. Babies need your support.
Viewers need to be there at 9, or should they just show up at 10? Do they need to be there at 9?
They need to be there between 9 and 10.
Okay.
We will start the walk at 10 o'clock. We'll probably have a very short presentation before the walk. So you can get there around 9:30.
Right.
The earlier, the better.
And it's at Coastal Carolina University.
Yes.
Absolutely. And folks should wear what, Crystal?
Just whatever you're comfortable walking in.
Good. Okay.
And we hope
great.
for a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day.
It'll be a beautiful day, rain or shine. We
That's
We need to have Ed Piotrowski here with you to help guide that out.
Absolutely. He will be there that day.
Absolutely. He'll be out as well. That's
Yes.
wonderful. And what continues to drive you, Crystal? What's the biggest push for you?
I just love babies, and I know that one day we will reach that day when every baby is born healthy. And if you've ever been to a NICU and seen babies that do weigh a pound or a pound and a half, or babies that are laying there sick, it pulls at your heart. It's just, I love babies, and I think we all love babies.
That's great.
And we can all help.
Those are great words. I'm sorry we've run out of time. Thanks so much
Greg.
for being with us this morning. Stay tuned to a little bit more of Crystal Hummer, the Executive Director of the PD Division of the March of Dimes, coming up next. A healthy baby is every parent's dream. A healthy baby is every parent's dream. Let's help give babies a healthy start. Whether you're a parent or not, focus on babies. This Saturday's the day, the March for Babies 2008, Horry County. Registration's at 9. The walk kicks off at 10. Brooks Stadium at Coastal Carolina University. If you got a question, pick up the phone 488-3463 or go online to marchforbabies.org. Crystal Hummer, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Absolutely.